the idea for the retreat was definitely Susan's, and it was a great surprise to me because we had been doing 3 months of retreat a year prior to that for several years in variations, six weeks at a time. About for a year and a half before this, we've been doing a week every month at the Forest Refuge. So 12 week-long retreats here.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, 3 months a year was a good amount of practice. We already had our private practices going. We were already doing some teaching. And I thought 3 months every year was plenty for me. And Susan looked over at me one day and said, I think we should take a deeper dive. And I said, what are you talking about, a deeper dive? She said, no, let's really step out and step more deeply into the practice. And it wasn't 4 years originally. It was going to be two, I believe, right?
2. And the idea was that I had been on retreat for all of these different types and styles and lengths of retreats. But I never could leave my work behind. It was always there whenever I sat down. You know, like I still couldn't let go of, you know, somebody's on medication, they're just starting on medication, are they doing okay? That was still there. And I was always working with that. And what would it be like to not have to have that be at the forefront of my practice? To actually have that, to have freedom from that, complete freedom from that. And the only way to do that was to really think about taking a break. And yes, it was a commitment, but this was the choice that we had made when we got together. It was either, you know, we had choices, but one of the choices was, do we go down the road of having children, or do we go down the road of spiritual practice? And our choice ends up being spiritual practice. And this was part of that.
That's right.
And we were closing in on the age when, you know, when my mother died when she was 50. And, you know, and you get to be 40 and you start to like look and think, you know, how much longer you have. And I wanted to do a deeper dive.
It was, well, the first year we definitely knew we were going to be at the Forest Refuge, and we had some fleeting idea that we might go to the East. Neither one of us has yet been to the East in any countries in the East. So we thought we might practice there. And but we were taken such good care of. We were being really well taken care of at FR. And teachers from the East were coming to FR as well. And after a year, it seemed like, let's just stay. Let's stay here another year. And so it went that way. And I remember about halfway through the second year, and we had this little, Susan had a little purse outside her door, and we had a little signal there about when there was a note left in the door. We would leave each other notes. And I remember going in there, and there was when her signal was up, there was a note in there, and she said, I think 2 years is not enough for me. I went, what are you talking about? And so we ended up having a conversation. The next time we had a break outside of the retreat, and she said, how about if we do a third year? We agreed to do a third year. And similarly, it happened sometime after, close to the end of the third year. You said, what about a fourth year? I think we agreed, though. I said, okay, but this is it, you know? We have to draw the line.
I know.
Yeah.
But I did ask. We did actually even talk about year 5 and 6.
Yeah.
We did.
It seemed like too much for me. But 4 we did. We'd end up doing 4, you know?